Three lessons from Yeson Wike's ongoing political travails. Number one, do not fight to finish. Number two, do not burn bridges. Number three, do not play God. You see, when it comes to human relationships, whether it's in business, it's in politics, or it's in family, it's impossible that quarrels or disagreements would not arise. However, the quality of a leader or any human being is your ability to manage differences, disagreements, and quarrels in a way and manner that is not fatal, that you can still maintain relationship one way or the other. In the case of Nyesom Wike, that was not the case. Nyesom Wike fought to finish with everyone, even imaginary enemies. He had no friends. Everyone who crossed his paths, he crushed in his own words. Everyone he perceived as an obstacle, he removed. Anyone he perceived as an enemy, he went after. Even those who were not enemies to him, he went after them. And he was very responsible, not only in his behaviors, but even in his utterances. I mean, no one will forget very quickly his latest altercation, the last one, with the naval officer, and how it all went down. Even before then, he had picked a fight with nearly everyone, even those who really were not really, in his business as at that time. He fought to finish. And no human being should live like that. Why? Because at the end, it is always fatal. Lesson number two, never burn bridges. You see, human beings are treasures, and every man will always need people at every point in time. Whether, again, like in business, in politics, in family, in every endeavor of life, you will always need people. Yesom Wike did not care about people. He didn't care about people, within his political circles. He didn't care about people in government. He could insult anybody. He could harass anybody. He didn't care. He burnt bridges. I mean, Yeson Wike went as far as calling out those who helped build his political career. These were people that even he himself had acknowledged, the role they played, in shaping his political career, even when no one knew him. But at the height of his power, I mean, he called out like the likes of Odili, and even went as far as insulting them, claiming that they did not contribute anything to making him who he had become. So he burnt up those bridges. He burnt up the bridges in the PDP. Maybe he thought he now had new friends in the APC. He burnt up bridges even with people who were not even in politics. People who were just friends here and there and all that. And because he did all of that, today it's like a man who is standing alone. Number three lesson: never play God. God is God Almighty, and God is God all by himself. And God rules and reigns in the affairs of men. God pulls down and he lifts up. He decides who becomes king and who is a pauper. God rules and reigns in the affairs of men. No human being comes close. But in the case of Yesom Wike, that was a lesson he never learned. Yesom Wike practically installed Similai Fubara as the governor of Rivers State. Having accomplished that feat, Wike thought, wow, I mean, to be able to do this, what else is left? And so he continued to run the affairs of Rivers State as if there will be no tomorrow. He sent the House of Assembly members after the governor. He called him names. Every media party he had, in Abuja, he would go after the governor, not even respecting the office of the governor. It is one thing to put an individual into that office. The moment the person occupies the office, that office, becomes something that you must accord the respect due to that office. Interestingly, Wike himself was one time a governor of the same states. And Wike would not have allowed anyone, to desecrate that office or to dictate to him or tell him what to do when he was governor. However, he never saw anything wrong in his behavior. So he practically felt that he had all the rights to run Rivers State and to run the affairs of all of those who were around him. And so Wike did not learn the right lessons. Never play God. God is God all by himself. Only God has the power and the authority to determine the fate of people, not a mortal human being. And these were the lessons that Wike did not learn. No wonder today he is in the kind of political crisis that he is in. Not only political, even one that may end up, being worse than he can imagine. And like I said in my last video, to make matters worse for Wike, he does not have the pity of Nigerians. Because even ordinary people that, at this time should have some kind of empathy for Wike's behavior was so terrible, so bad that he affected nearly everyone, even those who were far away from him. So I think there are so many things that the average person can pick and take away from Wike's crisis and from all that he is going through. These are life lessons that oftentimes, if they are not learned the right way, they could be learned in a very painful way. Um, None of us, we experience what the likes of Wiki are going through. Thank you for always joining me in my videos. My name is Dr. Adegbite. Please subscribe to the channel, like and share this video. I will see you in my next video. Thank you very much.